Hey guys, today I'm gonna be trading at Forex. Let's not beat around the bush and get straight to the point. Do you want to earn more and not wait for me to post a new video? I've got a simple solution. Subscribe to my Telegram channel, get the signals, trade accordingly, and finally forget what an office job is. Hey everyone, today we're going to compare trading at binary options and at Forex. We will talk about the differences and see where it's easier and more comfortable to trade. So we're doing the whole thing on the pocket option broker. Both binary options and Forex are available here. The link is going to be waiting for you in the description. So let's finally find out what's the difference between these two trading platforms and decide what's better. Let's start with binary options. Basically, we only need three things here. First, to determine the deals amount. The second one is to determine the expiry time. And the third step is to predict the direction the price will go into. Let's place a trade with any basic strategy for the sake of a visual example. So I'm placing a trade upwards for 1 minute. I use the simplest strategy called a level retracement or something along the lines of that. Basically, in this case, we are facing a support level. Let's see, it's right here. We can see also the price already reacted back to this level twice. And we can also see the price has just reached, reacted upwards once again now. The payouts at binary options are fixated. Whenever we close a deal in a profit, no matter whether the advantage is 1 point or 100 points, we earn a 92% profit anyway, in net profit, I mean. Same thing with losses. If our deal fails with a disadvantage of 1 or 100 points, we will lose. The amount of our loss is equal to our deal's amount anyway. I hope it's clear so far. By the way, our deal confidently closed in a profit. I'm placing another trade upwards this time. Basically, the exact same strategy. We can see this level right here. The price reacted to it, so I made a deal upwards in this case. Normally, binary options users prefer shorter time frames because most of the time trades are made according to predictions of tiny little price fluctuations. The second trade closed in a profit too. I'm placing another trade upwards for 1 minute. Same strategy. We can see this level the price reacted to multiple times. That's exactly why I'm making a deal upwards in this case. Let's do it real quick. And as you can see, it's been only a few minutes and we've already made 3 deals at binary options. As soon as we're done with this trade, we will get to analyzing Forex. Another trade confidently closed in a profit. I hope you're getting the gist of things regarding binary options. Time to make things clearer with Forex. Profits and losses at Forex depend on the motion we captured, or the distance the price goes through. Let me explain it with an example. Let's see. Let's say you place the trade upwards at this moment and close the position at this moment. The payout depends on this motion, the distance the price went. I hope it's clear. And if you made your deal at this moment, but the price went down later on, so you would choose to close it at let's say this level, the loss is counted by the distance, this distance the price has gone. In order to regulate profits and losses, we want to work with such settings as take profit and stop loss. Take profit is a fixation of your profit and stop loss is fixation of your losses. I guess it's just as simple as that. So imagine you made a deal at this level and set take profit right here. For instance, at this level, if the price reaches this level, your trade automatically gets closed with your fixated profit. And if you set stop loss right here, then when the price reaches this level, your trade gets automatically closed at a loss. In order to open a position, we're going to want to define its volume. For instance, I'd like to write $400. Now let's determine take profit and stop loss. I got the optimal take profit and stop loss, and I'm making a deal. Our trade is placed, and we can see it right here. As we can see, our stop loss is written here, and here's our take profit. Unlike in case of binary options, we don't consider short-term motions at Forex. Our task is to predict the direction the price will go into in long-term perspective. Obviously, we can close our positions at any moment. In order to do it, you can click positions right here. Let me show it to you guys. And then you're gonna wanna click close and confirm. Just like that. This way, my trade is closed with a loss. Obviously, you would need way more experience and knowledge for Forex rather than binary options. Much more practice, trust me guys. So now let's place a trade. The first thing you guys should understand is that it's very important to analyze the whole market situation we see at Forex. At the 1-day time frame, I can see that the chart started falling at this level. So the general trend motion is currently downwards. I only ever trade with the trend, so I would only consider a downward trade in this case. I can see that the chart would stably update the successive lows during this falling motion. They were getting lower and lower each time than the previous ones. So this also just confirms the seller's power on the market, on the current market. Now I switch to the 4-hour time frame. The motion is downwards too, but I noted this trading corridor during this falling motion, and sellers ended up winning in this case just as well. That confirms the fact that sellers dominate over here, so I will place a trade downwards. Now within the 1-hour time frame, we can set our take profit and stop loss. We can see the price has increased a little bit, approached a certain small level, and then it pulled back from it already. Besides, I can see this candle with a large upward shadow. To me, that means there's definitely a strong seller on the market who will push the price further down. So I'm setting my stop loss at this level and the take profit at this one. Let me show it to you. So the stop loss is right here and the take profit is right here. This way, if the price reaches our take profit, I will win and get my net profit zone. And if the price reaches our stop loss line, I'll deal with a fixated loss. Now let's open a position finally. I want to highlight my stop loss with a horizontal line and my take profit just as well, right here. And I'm writing the price of my take profit and stop loss right here. My deal is $100 and downwards. As we can see, our position is opened. Our stop loss and take profit are displayed right here. If the price reaches the stop loss line, our trade will lose. And if it reaches our take profit, our deal will automatically get closed in a profit. This is where our current loss or profit are displayed. I hope I explained clear enough how Forex trading works. At this point, let's draw some conclusions. So it's been a few days. I already forgot about this trade, but I'll show the results to you guys anyway. So as you can see, our deal successfully closed at the take profit line. We opened the position at this moment. Our take profit was at this successive low value, As soon as we made this deal, the price rapidly started falling. Basically, this take profit was unnecessary. Had I opened the chart today, the deal would have been profitable anyway. But it's better to not take the risk and to set both stop loss and take profit properly, because the discipline is literally so important in trading, guys. It's very important. So, as a result of this little comparison, I believe that a more convenient and simpler way to trade would be binary options. First of all, you get the profit right away at binary options. Secondly, the payout percentage is fixated here, so when you make your deals, you already know how much you can lose or earn. Thereby, we can conclude that it's much easier to trade at binary options. It's just, much simpler to count your profits and regulate your losses here. Obviously, it's up to you guys to decide what's better, Forex or binary options. If you're more comfortable with trading at Forex, feel free to do so. If it's more convenient for you to trade at binary options, trade at binary options. So, I guess at this point, let's make our final trade for today. Let's look for a case, a proper situation. Right here, I'm placing a trade upwards for 1 minute. As for the strategy, it's pretty simple. I can set the support level, let it be right here. The price has already bounced off of it before, so chances are it pretty much might happen again. Let's see how it goes. If we zoom in, we will witness this candle with a large downward shadow and a small body. This candle indicates a strong buyer's presence who will try to move the market further up. I hope it's simple and clear. I would also like to tell you guys that today on my Telegram channel, I'm hosting a trading session where you can make money with me. The link will be waiting for y'all in the description. And the trade confidently closed in a profit. On this positive note, we can wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.